Oh, okay. Hello everyone. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show, and it's an honor to have y'all here. I hope y'all had a good week. And how was y'all week? I hope it was a good one. Okay. And okay. Today I'm going to get started doing Gary's poem, and called "Money Has Spoiled." And by the way, I'm Noreen Snyder, in case anybody comes on here and never been on here before. Okay. Um. Somebody said hello there. Let me find out who that is. Um. Somebody said hello there, Noreen. And somebody said, "What happened to your nose?" Okay, I'll find out who it is in a minute. Okay. Um. mm, 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 Um. mm, 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 mm. Okay. Oh, it's Robbie. Hello, Robbie. Hello, Robbie. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. It is an honor to have you here. Okay. And you said what happened to my nose? Well, I had to I already got the stitches out. I had to a week ago last Wednesday. I had to go back um and get the basal cell out of the edge of my nose, and I should got the stitches out last Wednesday, and then I had to go back in 2 months. He going to because the grafting did not take was not take effect. He said it's going to be a something like a notch or something. So he going in a couple months he's going to take some of my skin on my face and graft it on the edge of my nose. So I had to do that again, but not the basal cell because he got the basal cell all out. That's what happened. Thank you, Robbie. Okay. Okay. Hello, Mark. Hello, Mark, and welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. And hello, Doreen, and welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. And it's an honor to have you both here, Mark and Doreen. And it's an honor to have you here too, Robbie. Okay. Um. Hello, Elizabeth. Okay. Hello, and welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. It is an honor to have you here. Okay. 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 And now I'm gonna read. Okay. We have. Um. Okay. Hello, Dickie, and welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. It is an honor to have you here. Okay. And okay, I'm gonna read Gary's poem. Money has spoiled. That's our theme poem for the Poetry Club. Money has spoiled. Money has spoiled everything but poetry. We all need truth. The value of our words is worth more than our money. We can't let our freedom of speech and personal feelings be destroyed and distorted by the influence of profit. The truth must be told about our past in order to use these truths to help guide the future of mankind on this earth. The end. And I have a different, I never played this one before of Gary, but he wasn't reading my poem. I found this was the last one, the poem he read before he had the major stroke. And it was my poem he picked out, was in our book. And it's called, well, will God answer? Oh, God answer. Okay, let me. Oh, I got the wrong. Okay. It was
Okay.
like 2 days before
Okay.
he
Can
had
you
the
hear him?
stroke.
Let me see, honey. I don't know if I can put that there now. Let me try. Okay. Okay, I can go right there. Uh-oh. Okay, can you hear him now?
Hi, Gary.
Hi, how are you?
Doing wonderful. How are you, sweetheart?
Good. I have a good poem here called Will God Answer?
Okay.
Some tears streaming down the 8-year-old girl's face like a river flowing steadily as she stared out the dirty bedroom window, looking out toward heaven. Hello, God, me. You're my last hope. I don't have any more friends left. The kids' mommies and daddies don't want them around me anymore because my mommy has this thing called dope, and I'm nothing to her. Her dope is before me. I told her to stop, but she won't listen to me. Oh God, I just want my mom. I just want my mommy back. I want us to be close, like God be. I want my mommy to be there for me, to give me advice, to help me with my school problems. I want my mommy to comb and do my hair. Then she would tell me to look in the mirror and smile and say with a big grin, "Well, my baby, you look." I want my mommy to sleep, sing me to sleep, or tell me bedtime stories. I want my mommy to take me to the park so she can push me in the swing or watch me ride. I want us to live together as silly jokes. I want her to teach me about life, like how to clean house, about working, cook, and how to want her to be there for me when I grow up, when I become a teenager, when I get my first boyfriend, and he breaks my heart for the first time. My first school dance, when I graduate from high school, get my first job, when it's time to go to college. God, tell me, so is this too much to ask? God, when I meet my dream man, we fall in love, get married, have a baby. My daughter becomes 8 years old. She wants a grandmother and her love, like I want my mommy's love. I just want my mommy to hug me and say I love you and I'm proud of you, my baby. Mommy too. And I want my future 8-year-old daughter to say about her, my too. So tell me, God, is this too much to ask? Guess it must have been. That's the end of the poem.
Yeah, that was the end.
Wow. And that was Gary reading my poem. That was the last poem he read. So and I'm hoping this week I'll look for the one before that, where he read his own poem. One before that, I'll see if I can find it. Okay. Okay. Now okay, we're almost toward the end of Love's Labor Lost. Okay, I'm reading the from the complete works of William Shakespeare, Volume One, and we're on Love's Labor's Lost, and I'm hoping I can finish it today. And then we'll go to the next one. Will be the Comedy of the Errors. Okay, okay, and we're on okay Act 5 and middle of Scene 2. Okay. Re-enter the King, Byron, Longaville, and Dumaine in their proper habits. King, there, sir. God save you. Where's the princess? Boyet, gone to her tent. Please, it, your majesty, command me any service to her thither. King, that she vouchsafe me audience for one word. Boyet, I will, and so will she. I know my lord. Exit. Byron. This fellow picks up wit as pigeons peas, and utters it again when God doth please. He is wit's peddler, and retails his wares at wakes and wassails, meetings, markets, and fairs. And we that sell by gross the Lord doth know, have not the grace to grace it with such show. The gallant pins the wenches on his sleeve. Had he been Adam, he had tempted Eve. Can carve too, and and lisp. And why, this is he that kissed his hand away in courtesy. This is he ate the form, Monsieur, the nice, that when he plays at tables, shy the dice in honorable terms. Nay, he can sing a mean most meanly, and in ushering, mid him who can, the ladies call him sweet. The stairs, as he treads on them, kiss his feet. This is a flower that smiles on every one, to show his teeth as white as was bone, and consciences, and as white as whalebone, and consciences that will not die in debt. Pay him the due of the honey-tongued boyet, king. A blister on his sweet tongue with my heart, that put our motto's page out of his part. Byron. See where it comes behavior. What wert thou till this madman showed thee? And what art thou now? Re-enter the princes, ushered by Boyet, Rosalie, Maria, and Catherine. King. All hail, sweet madame, and fair time of day, princess. Fair in all hell it is, thou as I conceive, king. Construe my speeches better, if you may, princes. Then wish me better, I will give you leave. King, we came to visit you, and purpose now to lead you to our court. Thou say'st it then, princes. This field shall hold me, and so hold your vow. Nor God nor I delights to in perjured men. King, rebuke me not for that which you provoke. The virtue of your eye must break my oath. Princes, your nickname virtue, vice you should have spoke. Virtue's office never breaks men's troth. Now to my maiden honor, yet as pure as the unsullied lily, I protest a world of torments, though I should endure. I would not yield to be your house's guest. So much I hate a breaking cause to be of heavenly oaths, vowed with integrity. King, oh, you have lived in desolation here, unseen, unvisited, much to our shame. Princes, not so, my lord. It is not so, I swear. We have had pastimes here and pleasant game. A mess of Russians led us but of late. King, how, madame, Russians? Princes, in truth, my lord, trim gallants, full of courtship and of state. Rosaline, madame, speak true. It is not so, my lord. My lady, to the manner of the days, in courtesy gives undeserving praise. We four, indeed, confronted were with four in Russian's habit. Here they stayed an hour, and tell the talk's pace. And in that hour, my lord, they did not bless us with one happy word. I dare not call them fools, but this I think, when they are thirsty, fools would fain have drink. Byron, this jesting is dry to me, fair, gentle, sweet. Your wit makes with eyes best seeing, heaven's fiery eye. By light we lose light. Your capacity is of that nature that to your huge store wise things seem foolish and rich things but poor. Rosaline, this proves you wise and rich, for in my eye, Byron, I am a fool and full of poverty, Rosalind, but that you take what does to you belong, it were a fault to snatch words from my tongue. Byron, oh, I am yours, and all that I possess. Rosaline, all the fool mine? Byron, I cannot give you less. Rosalind, which of the wizards was it that you wore? Byron, where? When? Rosalind, there then, that wizard, that superfluous case that hid the worse and showed the better face. King, we are descried. They'll mock us now downright. And Dumaine, let us confess and turn it to a jest. Princess, amazed, my lord. Why looks your highness sad? Rosalind, help! Hold his brows, he'll swoon. Why look you pale? Seasick, I think, coming from Muscovy. Byron, thus pour the stars down plagues for perjury. Can any face of brass hold longer out? Here stand I, lady. Dart thy skill at me. Bruise me with scorn. Confound me with a plout. Thrust, wait, okay. Thrust thy sharp wit quiet through my ignorance. Cut me to pieces with thy keen conceit, and I will wish thee never more to dance, nor never more in Russian habit wait. Oh, never will I trust to speeches penned, nor to the motion of a schoolboy's tongue, nor never come in wizard to my friend, nor woo in rhyme like a blind harper's song. Taffeta phrases, silken terms precise, three-piled hyperboles, spruce affectation, figures pedagogical ostentation. I do forswear them, and I here protest. By this white glove, how white the hand, God knows. Henceforth, my wooing mind shall be expressed, and wretched yes, and honest curtsy nose. And to begin, wench, so God help me, la, my love to thee is sound, sans crack or flaw. Rosaline, sans, I pray you. Byron, yet I have a trick of the old rage. Bear with me, I am sick. I'll leave it by degrees. Soft, let us see. Right, Lord have mercy on us, on those three. They are infected, in their hearts it lies. They have the plague, and caught it of your eyes. These lords are visited. You are, for the Lord's tokens on you do I see. Princes, no, they are free that gave these tokens to us. Byron, our states are forfeit. Seek not to Rosen. It is not so, for how can this be true, that you stand forfeit, being those that sue? Byron, peace, for I will not have to do with you. Rosalind, nor shall not, if I do as I intend. Byron, speak for yourselves, my wit is at an end. King, teach us, sweet madame, for our rude is transgression, some fair excuse. Princess, the fairest is confession. Were not you here, but even now disguised? King, madame, I was. Princess, and were you well advised? King, I was, fair madame. Princess, when you then were here, what did you whisper in your lady dear? King, that more than all the world I did respect her. Princess, when she shall challenge this, you will reject her. King, upon mine honor, no. Princess, peace, peace, for there, your oath once broke, you forced not to forswear. King, despise me when I break this oath of mine. Princess, I will and therefore keep it, Rosalind. What did the Russian whisper in your ear? Rosalind, Madame, he swore that he did hold me dear as precious eyesight, and did value me above this world, adding thereto, moreover, that he would wed me, or else die my lover. Princess, God give thee joy of him, the noble lord, most honorably doth unhold his word. King, what mean you, madame, by my life, my troth? I never swore this lady such an oath. Rosalind, by heaven you did, and to confirm it plain, you gave me this, but take it, sir, again. King, my faith and this, the princess I did give. I knew her by the jewel on her sleeve. Princess, pardon me, sir, this jewel did she wear, and Lord Byron, I thank him, is my dear. What will you have me, or your pearl again? Byron, neither of either. I remit both twain. I see the trick on't here was a consent, knowing aforehand of our merriment, to dash it like a Christmas comedy, some cherry tale, some pnin, some slight danny, some mumble news, some trencher knight, some dick that smiles his cheek in years, and knows a trick to make my lady laugh when she's disposed. Told her intents before, which ones disclosed. The ladies did change favors, and then we, following the signs, rude, but the sign of she. Now to our perjury to add more terror, we are again forsworn in will and error. Much upon this is it, this it is, and might not you. Too buoyant, forestall our sport to make us this sound true. Do not you know my lady's put by the squire, and laugh upon the apple of her eye, and stand between her back, sir, and the fire, holding a trencher, jesting merrily? Yet you put our page out. Go, you are allowed. Do wait, die when you will. A smock shall be your shroud. You leer upon me, do you? There's an eye, wounds like a leaden sword. Buoyant, full merrily hath this brave manage this career been run. Byron, lo, he is tilting straight. Peace, I have done. Enter Costard. Hello, Emily T. Davis. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you here. Okay. And hello, Imani Galloway. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It's an honor to have you here. Thank you. Okay. Um. Uh-oh. Welcome, Peer Wit. Welcome, Peer Wit. Thou partest a fair tray, Costard. O Lord, sir, they would know whether the three worthies shall come in or no. Byron, what, are there the three? Costard, no, sir, but it is very fine, for every one presents three. Byron, and 3 times thrice is 9. Coaster, not so, sir. Under correction, sir. I hope it is not so. You cannot dig us, sir. I can assure you, sir. We know what we know. I hope, sir. 3 times thrice, sir. Byron, is not 9. Coaster, under correction, sir. We know where until it doth amount. Byron, by Jove, I always took 3 threes for 9. Coaster, oh Lord, sir, it were pity you should get your living by reckoning, sir. Byron, how much is it? Coaster, oh Lord, sir, the parties themselves, the actors, sir, will show where until it doth amount. For mine own part, I am, as they say, but to perfect one man and one poor man, Pompeian the Great, sir. Byron, art thou one of the worthies? Coaster, it pleased him to think me worthy of Pompeian the Great, for not mine own past, for mine own part. I know not the degree of the worthy, but I am to stand for him. Byron, go bid them prepare. Coaster, we will turn it finally off, sir. We will take some care. Exit. King, Byron, they will shame us. Let them not approach. Byron, we are shame-proof, my lord, and 'tis some policy to have one show worse than the king's and his company. King, I say they shall not come. Princess, nay, my good lord, let me overrule you now. That sport best pleases that doth least know how. Where zeal rives to content, and the contents dies in the zeal of that which it presents. Their form, confounded, makes most form and mirth. When great things, laboring, perish in their birth. Byron, a right description of our sport, my lord. Enter our motto. Anointed, I implore so much expense of thy royal sweet breath as will utter a brace of words, converses apart with the king, and delivers him a paper. Princess, doth this man serve God? Byron, why ask you? Princess, he speaks not like a man of God making. Armado, that is all one, my fair sweet honey monarch, for I protest the schoolmaster is exceeding fantastical, too vain, but we will put it, as they say, to Fortuna de la Guerra. I wish you the peace of mind, most royal compliment. Exit. King, here is like to be a good presence of worthies. He presents Hector of Troy, the swain, Pompey the Great, the parish curate, Alexander, Armado's page, Hercules, the pedant, Judas Maccabacus. And if these 4 worthies in their first show thrive, these 4 will change habits and present the other 5. Byron, there is 5 in the first show. King, you are deceived. 'Tis not so. Byron, the pedant, the braggart, the hedge priest, the fool, and the boy, a bait throw at Novum, and the whole world again cannot pick out 5 such. Take each one in his vein. King, the ship is under sail, and here she comes amain. Enter co-star for Pompey. We have comment. Okay. Okay. Hello, Gina. Welcome to the Portrait Club's Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you here, and love you too, Gina. Okay. Hello, Kim. Welcome to the Portrait Club Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you here, and I love you too, Kim. Okay, let me see where. Okay. Enter coaster for Pompey. Coaster. I Pompey in. Boyet. You lie. You are not he. Coaster. I Pompey am. Boyet. With Liver's head on knee. Byron. Well said, old mocker. I must needs be friends with thee. Coaster. I Pompey am. Pompey surnamed the big. Dumain the Great. Coaster. It is Pompey surnamed the Great. That oft to field with targe and shield, did make my foe to sweat. And traveling along this coast, I hear him come by chance, and lay my arms before the legs of this sweet lass of France. If your ladyship would say, thanks, Pompey, I had done. Princess, great thanks, great Pompey. Coastered, this not so much this not so much worth, but I was perfect. But I hope I was perfect. I made a little fault in great. Byron, my hat to a halfpenny. Pompey proves the best worthy. Enter Sir Nathaniel, Fort Alexander. Nathaniel, when in the world I lived, when in the world I lived, I was the world's commander. By east, west, north, and south, I spread my conquering might. My scutcheon plain declared that I am Alexander. Alexander. Boyet, your nose says, no, you are not, for it stands too right. Byron, your nose smells, no, in this most tender smelling night. Princess, the conqueror is dismayed. Proceed, good Alexander. Nathaniel, when in the world I lived, I was the world's commander. Boyet, most true, 'tis right. You were so, Alexander. Byron, Pompey the Great, coastered, your servant, and coastered. Byron, take away the conqueror, take away Alexander. Coastered, to Sir Nathaniel, oh, sir, you have overthrown Alexander the Conqueror. You will be scraped out of the painted cloth for this. Your lion that holds his pole axe stool will be given to Ajax. He will be the ninth worthy, a conqueror and a feared to speak. Run away for shame. Alexander. Nathaniel retires. There, a foolish mild man, an honest man, look you, and soon dashed. He is a marvelous good neighbor, faith, and a very good bowler. But for Alexander, alas, you see how 'tis a little overparted. But there are worthies a coming will speak their mind in some other sort. Princess, stand aside, good Pompey. Enter Holofernes for Judas and Hercules. Great Hercules is represented by this imp, whose club killed Cerberus, that three-headed Canis. And when he was a babe, a child, a shrimp, thus did he strangle serpents in his madness. Quoniam he seemeth in minority. Ergo, I come with this apology. Keep some stay in thy exit and vanish. Moth retires. Judas I am. Domain. Judas. Hold on name. Hold uh, um hold on name. Okay. I will not be put out of countenance, Byron, because thou hast no face. Hold on. What is this? Boyet. A modern, a southern head. Domain. The head of a hudkin. Byron. A death's face in a ring. Longaville. The face of an old Roman coin. Scarce seen. Boyet. The pommel of Caesar's falchion. Domain. The carved bone face on a flask. Byron. St. George's half sheet in a brooch. Domain. And in a brooch of it lid. Byron. And worn in the cup of a tooth drawer. And now forward, for we have put thee in countenance. Holonae. You have put me out of countenance. Byron. False. We have given thee faces. Holonae. But you have outfaced them all. Byron. And thou wert a lion, we would do so. Boyet. Therefore, as he is an ass, let him go. And so adieu, sweet Jude. Nay, why dost thou stay? Domain. For the latter end of his name. Byron. For the ass to the Jews. Give it to him. Judas, away. Holonae. This is not generous. Not gentle, not humble. Boyet. A light for Monsieur. Judas, it grown dark, he may stumble. Holland retires. Princess. Alas, poor Macabacus, how hath he been baited? Enter Armado for Hector. Okay, we got another comment. Hello, Vincent. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you here. Okay. And Vincent said, I love this. I'm glad you're loving this, Vincent. Okay. Thank you. I lost my place. Okay, here it is. Enter Armado for Hector. Byron. Hide thy head, Achilles. Here comes Hector in arms. Domain. Though my mocks come home by me, I will now be he merry king. Hector was but a Trojan in respect of this, Boyet. But is this Hector? King. I think Hector was not so clean timbered. Longaville. His leg is too big for Hector's. Domain. More calf, certain. Boyet. No, he is best endued in the small. Byron. This cannot be Hector. Domain. He's a god or a painter, for he makes faces. Armado. The army potent Mars of lances, the Almighty, gave Hector a gift. Domain. A gift, nutmeg. A gift stuck with cloves. Domain. No cloves. Armado. Peace. The army potent Mars of Lance, the Almighty, gave Hector a gift, the hair of Alelion. A man so breathed that certain he would fight, yea, from morn till night, out of his pavilion. I am that flower. Domain. That meant Longaville, that Columbine. Armado. Sweet Lord Longaville, rein thy tongue. Longaville. I must rather give it the rein, for it runs against Hector. Domain. And Hector's a greyhound. Our motto, the sweet war man is dead and rotten. Sweet shucks, beat not the bones of the buried when he breathed. He was a man, but I will forward with my device to the princess, sweet royalty, bestow on me the sense of hearing. Princess, speak, brave Hector, we are much delighted. Our motto, I do adore thy sweet, gracious slipper, Boyet, aside to Domain. Love her by the foot, Domain, aside to Boyet. He may not by the yard. Our motto, this Hector far surmounted Hannibal. Coastered, the party is gone, fellow Hector. She is gone. She is 2 months on her way. Our motto, what meanest thou? Coastered, faith, unless you play the honest Trojan, the poor wench is cast away. She's quiet. Wait, she is quick. The child bags in her belly already. 'Tis yours. Our motto, dost thou infamonize me among potentates? Thou shalt die. Coastered. Then shall Hector be whipped for Jacanetta that is quick by him, and hanged for Pompey that is dead by him. Domain. Most rare Pompey, Boyet, renowned Pompey. Byron, greater than great Pompey, Pompey the Great, huge. Hector trembles. Byron, more artists, stirred him on. Domain, Hector will challenge him. Byron, yea, if I have no more man's blood in's belly than will sup a flea. Our motto, by the North Pole, I do challenge thee. Covered. I will not fight with a pole like a northern man. I'll I'll do it by the sword. I betray you. Let me borrow in. Domain. Room for the incense worthies. Costado. I'll do it in my shirt. Domain. Most resolute Pompey. Mop. Master, let me see. Pompey is on eating for the combat. What mean you? You will lose your reputation. Our motto, gentlemen and soldiers, pardon me, I will not combat in my shirt. Domain, you may not deny it. Pompey hath made the challenge. Our motto, sweet bloods, I both may and will. Byron, what reason have you for it? Our motto, the naked truth of it is, I have no shirt. I go woolward for penance. Boyet, true, and it was enjoined him in Rome for want of linens. Since when, I'll be swore, he were none but a disclout of Jacanetas, and that awares next his heart for a favor. Okay. Um, okay. Um, okay. Hello, Lee Johns. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you here. Okay, and Lee said, I just didn't get the notice ahead of time, or or would have attended. Okay, okay, thank you, Lee. Okay, I'll make sure next time I'll send you one. I'll send you a notice. Okay, send you one on your oh. Well, notice next time. Okay. And and thank you for being here. Okay. Okay. And okay, for y'all know who got here. I've been reading from uh, the complete works of William Shakespeare, Lives, Labors, Lost, and I am toward the end of this play, Love's Labors Lost. Okay. Okay. Enter Mermaid. Mermaid. God save you, madame. Princess. Welcome, Mermaid. But that thou interrupted our merriment. Um, Mermaid. I am sorry, madame, for the news I bring is heavy in my tongue. The king, your father, princess, dead for my life. Mermaid. And even so my tale is told. Byron. Worthy's away. The scene begins to cloud our motto. For mine own part, I breathe free breath. I have seen day of wrong through little hole of discretion, and I will right myself like a soldier. Exit Worthies. King. How fares your majesty? Princess. Boyet prepare. I will away tonight. King. Madame, not so. I do beseech you, stay. Princess. Prepare, I say. I thank you, gracious lords, for all your fair endeavors and intrigue. Out of a new and soul that you vouchsafe in your rich wisdom to excuse or hide the liberal opposition of our spirits. If over boldly we have borne ourselves in the converse of breath, your gentleness was guilty of it. Farewell, worthy lord. A heavy heart hears, not a nimble tongue. Excuse me so, coming too short share of thanks for my great suit, so shall easily obtained. King. The extreme parts of time extremely forms all causes to the purposes of his speed, and often at his very loose decides that which long process could not arbitrate, and through the morning brow of progeny forbid the smiling courtesy of love, the holy suit which faith it would convince. Yet, since love's argument was first on fore, let not the cloud of sorrow name justle it from from what it purposed, since to wealth friends lost is not by much so wholesome profitable as to rejoice at friends but newly found. Princess, I understand you. My griefs are double, Byron. Honest plain words best pierce the ear of grief, and by these badges understand the king. For your fair sakes have we neglected time, played foul play with our oaths. Your beauty, ladies, have much deformed us, fashioning our humors, even in the up to the post end of our intent. And what in the half seemed ridiculous, as the love is full of unbefitting restraints. Okay. Um, all wanton is as a child, skipping and vain, formed by the eye, and therefore like the eye, full of strange shapes, of habits, and of forms, varying in subjects, as the eye doth roll to every his glance, which party-coded presence of loose love put on by us, if in your heavenly eyes have misbecome our oaths and gravities, those heavenly eyes that look into these faults suggested us to make, therefore, ladies, our love being yours, the air that love makes it, likewise yours, we to ourselves prove false, by being once false, forever to be true. To those that make us both, fair ladies, you and even that falsehood in itself a sin, thus purifies itself and turns to grace. Um, okay. Hello, Doreen. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. It is an honor to have you here. Okay. Hello. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. It is an honor to have you here. Thank you. Okay. Princess, we have received your letters full of love, your favors, the ambassadors of love, and in our maiden council rated them at courtship, pleasant, jest, and courtesy, as bombast, headlining to the time, but a more devoted, and therefore met your loves in their own fashion, like a merriment domain. Our letters, madame, showed much more than jest, long ago. So did our looks, Rosaline. We did not quite quote them so. King, now at the latest minute of the hour, grant us your loves, princes, a time methinks too short to make a world without end bargain in. No, no, my lord, your grace is perjured much, full of dear guiltiness, and therefore this. It if for my love, as there is no such cause, you will do right oft. This shall you do for me. Your oath I will not trust, but go with speed to some forlorn and naked hermitage, remote from all the pleasures of the world. There stay until the 12 celestial signs have brought about the annual reckoning. If this austers insociable life, change not your offer made in heat of blood. If frost and fast, hard lodging, and then thin weeds, knit not the gaudy blossoms of your love, but that it bear this trial and last love. Then, at the expiration of the year, come, challenge me by these deserts, and by this virgin palm now kissing thine. I will be thine, and till that instant shut my woeful self up in a mourning house, raining the tears of a lamentation for the remembrance of my father's death. If this thou do deny, let our hands apart, neither entitled to in the other's heart. King, if this, or more than this, I would deny, to flatter up these powers of mine with rest, though sudden hand of death close up mine eye, hence ever, then my heart is in thy breast. Byron, and what to me, my love, and what to me? Rosaline, you must be purged too, your sins are reckoned. You're a taint with false and perjury. Therefore, if you rate favor mean to get, a 12-month shall you spend, and never rest, but seek the weary beds of people sick. Domain. But what to me, my love? But what to me? A wife? Catherine, a beard, fair health, and honesty, with threefold love, I wish you all these three. Domain. Oh, shall I say, I thank you, gentle wife. Catherine, not so, my lord. A 12-month and a day. I'll mark no words that smooth-faced wooers say. Come, when both to my lady come, then, if I have much love, I'll give you some. Domain. I'll serve thee true and faithfully till then. Catherine. Yet swear not, lest ye be forsworn again. Longabin. What says Maria? Maria. At the 12 months' end, I'll change my black gown for a faithful friend. Longaville. I'll stay with patience, but the time is long. Maria. The liker you, few taller are so young. Byron. Studies, my lady? Mistress, look on me. Behold the window of my heart, mine eye. What humble suit attends thy answer there? Impose some service on me for thy love. Rosalind. Oft have I heard of you, my lord, before I saw you, and the world's large tongue proclaimed you for a man replete with mocks, full of comparisons and wounding flouts, which you on all the states will execute, that lie within the mercy of your wit. To weed this wormwood from your fruitful brain, and therewithal to win me, if you please, without the which I am not to be won. You shall this 12 months turn from day to day, visit the speechless sick, and still converse with groaning riches, and your task shall be, with all the fierce endeavor of your wit, to enforce the pained impotent to smile. Byron. To move with laughter in the throat of death? It cannot be. It is impossible. A mirth cannot move a soul in agony. Rosalind. Why? That's a way to choke a guiding spirit, whose influence is bigot of the loose grace, which shallow laughing here gives to fools. A jest prosperity lies in the ear of him that hears it, never in the tongue of him that makes it. Then, if sickly ears, deafed with the clamors of their own dear groans, will hear your idle scorns, continue then, and I will have you in that fault with those. But if they will not throw away that spirit, and I shall find you empty of that fault, right joyful of your reformation. Byron. A 12-month will befall what will befall, all just a 12-month in an hospital. Princess to the king. Sweet my lord, and so I take my leave. King. No, madame, we will bring you in on your way. Byron. Our wooing doth not end like an old play. Jack hath not Jill, these ladies' courtesies. Might made our sport a comedy. King. Come, sir, it once say 12 months and a day, and then 'twill end. Byron. That's too long for a play. Okay, okay. Um, um, Reender Amado. Armado, sweet majesty, vouchsafe me. Princess, Was not that Hector domain the worthy knight of Troy, Armado, I will kiss thy royal finger and take leave. I am a votary. I have vowed to Jacinetta to hold the plough for her sweet love 3 years. But most esteemed greatness, will you hear the dialogue that the two learned men have compiled in praise of the owl and the cuckoo? It should have followed in the end of our show. King, call them forth quickly. We will do so. Armado, hola, approach. Re-enter Holofernes, Nathaniel, Moth, Coaster, and others. This side is Hermes, Winter, this there, the seed spring, the one that came by the owl, the other by the cuckoo. Bird begin. The song, Spring. When daisies plied and violets blue, and lady smocks all silver white, and cuckoo buds of yellow hue do paint the meadows with delight. The cuckoo then on every tree mocks merry men, for thus sings he, cuckoo, 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 O word of fear, unpleasing to a married ear, his pipe on his oaten straws, and merry larks are plowmen's clocks. When turtles tread, and rooks and daws, and maidens bleach their summer smocks, the cuckoo then on every tree mocks merry men, for thus sings he, cuckoo, 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 O word of fear, unpleasing to a married ear. Winter, when icicles hang by the wall, and Dick the shepherd blows his knell, and Tom bears logs into the hall, and milk comes frozen home and pale. When blood is nipped and ways be foul, then nightly sings the staring owl. To wit, to wit, to who a merry note, while greasy Joan doth kill the pot. When all aloud the wind doth blow, and coughing drown the parson's saw, and birds sit brooding in the snow, and Marian's nose looks red and raw. When roasted crabs hiss in the bowl, then nightly sings the staring wall. To it, to who, a merry note, while greasy Joan doth kill the pot. Armado, the words of Mercury are harsh after the songs of Apollo. You that way, we this way. Exit. The end. And now the end of the play called Love Labor's Lost. And next Saturday, it will be the Comedy of Errors. I'll start with that next Saturday. Okay. 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 Now, I'm going to read. Already, we're on book 8. We already started book 8, and already by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Okay. I returned. I am glad of it. But keep from misconception too yourself. I am not humbled to sow how a low a point, nor so far saddened, if I am sad at all. 10 layers of birthdays on a woman's head, her girlish mirth, though never so merry, I am perforce more wise, and that, in truth, means sadder. For the rest, look here, sir, I was right upon the hole that birthday morning. The impossible to get at men, accepting through their souls, however, open their carnivorous jaws and post, get directly at the soul, than any of your economists, for which you must not overlook the poet's work when scheming for the world's necessities. The soul's away. Not even Christ himself can say man, else man then as he holds man's soul. And therefore did he come into on our flesh, as some wise hunter creeping on his knees with a torch into the blackness of a cave, to face and quell the heart, the beast there, take the soul, and so possess the whole man, body and soul. I said, so far, right, yes. Not farther, though. We both were wrong that June's day, both as wrong as an east wind had been. I who talked of art, and you who green all a part for God and those things. What we are imports as what you eat, and life you granted me develops from within. But innermost of the inmost, most interior of the intern, God claims his own divine humanity, renewing nature, or the Peirceanist verse pressed in by subtlest poet, still must keep as much upon the outside of a man as a very bowl in which he dips his beard. And then the rest. I cannot surely speak. Perhaps I doubt more than your double doubted then. If I, the poet's very, very tall charge, have borne upon my forehead, if I have it somewhat like to a crown, the foolish green one even, all I think, and chiefly when the sun shines that I failed. But what then, Romney? Though we fail indeed, you, I, a score of such weak workers, he fails never. If he cannot work by us, he will work over us. Does he want a man, much less a woman, think you? Every time the star which winks there, so many souls are born, who all shall work too. Let our own be calm. We should be ashamed to sit beneath those stars, impatient that were nothing. Could we all just so far ever, sweetest friend? He said, my failure would seem better than success, and yet, indeed, your book has dealt with me more gently, cousin, than you ever will. The book brought down entire the bright June day, and set me wandering in the garden walks, and let me watch the garland in a place. You blush so. Nay, the book for what it taught, and what permitted. Poet, doubt yourself, but never doubt that you're a poet to me from henceforth. Moved me in secret, as the sap is moved in still March branches, signless as a stone. But this last big book over night, when the Titan breaks out into unhesitating buds and sudden protestations of the spring. In all your other books I saw but you, and men may see the moon so in a pond, and not the nearer therefore to the moon, nor was the not sight, nor you the sight, except to my heart back from the sight. For what had I thought, to do with her, Ara, Romney? But in this last book, you showed me something to get in and let it draw me. You have shown me truth. Oh, June's Day, friend, that help me now at night when June is over. Truth not yours indeed, but set within my reach by means of you, presented by your voice and bursts away to take them dear clearest. Verily I was wrong, and verily many thinkers of this age, many Christian teachers have in heaven are wrong in just my name and are wrong in just my sense, who understood our natural world to in to in our natural world too insularly, as if no spiritual counterpart out completed it, consummating its meaning, rounding all to justice and perfection, line by line, form by form, nothing magic, nothing single nor alone. The great before, the great below, cleansed by the great above, shaped here, authenticating substance, the body proving spirit as the effect, the, the cause. We, meantime, being too grossly apt to bold the natural as dogs a bone, thought reasons, though reasons and nature beat us in the face so obstinately that will break our teeth, or ever we let go. For everywhere we're too materialistic, eating clay like men of the West, instead of Adam's corn and Noah's wine, bake clay by handfuls, clay by lumps, until we were filled up to the throat with clay and grow the grimy color of the ground on which we are feeding. They're materialist, the age's name is. God himself, with some, is apprehended as the mere result of what his hand naturally has made, expressed in such an algebraic sign called God. That is, to put otherwise, then they add up nature to a knot of God and cross the quotient. There are many even whose names are written in the Christian church to no dishonor, diet will still on mud, and splash the altars with it. You might think the clay Christ laid upon their eyelids when, still blind, he called them to the use of sight, remained there to retard its exercise with clogging incrustations. Close to them, they see for mysteries through the open doors, vague puffs of smoke from pots of earth, and fain would enter when their time shall come with quiet another body than St. Paul has promised, husk and shaft, the whole body corn. Or where's the resurrection? Thus it is, I sighed, and he resumed with mournful face, beginning so, and filling out with clay the wards of this great key, the natural world, and fumbling vainly, therefore at the lock of the spiritual, we feel ourselves shut in with all the wild beasts' roar of struggling life, the terrors and compunctions of our souls. As saints with whom we who are not saints and have no heavenly lordship in our stare to all them backward. We are forced, so pent, to judge, behold, too partially, confound conclusions. Is there any common phrase significant with a adverb beard alone, the verb being absent and the pronoun out? But we distracted in the roar of life, still insolently at God's adverbs snatch, and brew it against him that he thought is void. Um, um, his meaning the hopeless cry that everywhere the government is slipping from his hand, unless some other Christ, say Romney Lee, come up and toil and moil and change the world, because the first has proved inadequate. However, we talk highly of his work and piously of his person. We blaspheme at last to finish our doxology, despairing on the earth for which he died. So now I asked, you have more hope of men? Okay. Um, so now I asked, you have more hope of men? I hope, he answered. I am come to think that God will have his work done, as you said, and that we need not be disturbed too much for Romney Lee or others having failed with this or that quack nostrum, recipes for keeping summits by annulling depth, for wrestling with luxurious lounging sleeves, and acting heroism without a scratch. We fail. What then? Ara, if I smiled to see you in your lovely morning pride, trade on the poet's wreath with suits and noon. Sweet cousin, walls must get the weather stain before they grow their ivy. Certainly I stood myself there, worthier of contempt, self-rated in disastrous arrogance. I was competent to sorrow for mankind, and even their odds. A man may well despair who counts himself so needful to success. I failed. I throw the remedy back on God and sit down here beside you in good hope. And yet, take heed, I answered, lest we least lean too dangerously on the other side, and so fail twice. Be sure no earnest work of any honest creature, howbeit weak, imperfect, adapted, fails so much it is not gathered as a grain of sand to enlarge the sum of human action used for carrying out God's end. No creature works so ill, observed, that therefore he's cashiered. The honest, earnest man must stand and work. The woman also, otherwise she drops at once below the dignity of man, accepting serfdom. Free men freely work. Whoever fears God fears to sit at ease. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there and continue it next week. Okay. 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 um, Okay, and today the poetic form is triolet. Triolet is written in one stanza. It is an 8-line classic French poem. The first line is a repeat in the fourth and the seventh line. The second line repeats itself in the eighth line. The rhyme scheme is A B A A A B A B, and that was the end. Okay. And today's word is called is inchoate. It's spelled INCHOATE. And inchoate is an adjective, and the origin is Latin mid 16th century. Definition number 1, just begun and so not fully formed or developed. Rudimentary. And the second definition is confused or incoherent. And that was the end. I realized, okay, I got my inchoate from wordjelly.com, and then the triolet, I got that from bookbird.io. Okay. And I'm going to read a poem I wrote. Well, it's a work in progress. I'm not through with it yet. And before we do the potpourri, I would like to read this, what I had written. Okay. And I wrote this. I was inside this poem. I believe The Sound of Freedom. And if y'all haven't seen the movie Sound of Freedom, I saw it on Amazon Prime. So so if you got Amazon, if you can get Amazon, go and watch this movie Sound of Freedom. And it is a true story. And I'll tell you what, be ready for lots of Kleenex beside you, because you're gonna cry over this movie. And it's called Sound of Freedom. And this is so sad to see what happened. And happy at the end, because a lot of these kids were rescued. And it was a true story. And it goes all over the world. It's happening all over the world. And we need to do something. We need to, to be aware and watch out when we see something not right. Okay. And I haven't titled it, but still work in progress. This is what I got so far. Wake up, people. Take your blinders off. Pay attention to your surroundings and what is going on around the world. We gotta stop the human trafficking, stop the slavery. It's worse now than it ever was. Stop them from destroying our children of this world. Save the children. Save them. Let's get together as a community, as neighbors, as family and friends. And let the perpetrators know we won't let them do this anymore. We had enough of this. We're taking our neighborhoods, our towns, our cities back. Are you with me? Did you see the pain, the hurt, the loneliness, the confusion on their faces? They're scared, and they have every right to be. Let's make this world safe for the children. They are our future. We gotta put God back in our back in our country, in this world. Prayer is powerful. Get down on your knees, ask forgiveness, and bring these children home, to their homes where they belong. God's children are not for sale. Let's stop the bickering among us and get along. Go and watch the movie Sound of Freedom, and don't tell me it didn't stir up any emotions in you. Don't tell me it didn't make you cry. Don't tell me it didn't make you angry at these perpetrators. I understand not everyone cries, but you go and watch this movie and see if it don't make you cry. The end. That's what I got so far. It's a work in progress. I'm still working on it. And don't look like anybody's on here. And um um okay. Well, it don't look like anybody's on. Oh, I think we have somebody coming back on. And okay, there's somebody here. And okay, and that poem I just read. Well, there's one person, so I'm going to read it again. And this is a poem in progress. If you haven't seen the movie, Sound of Freedom, go and see it. I don't know if it's still in the theaters, but last year it was. It came out in the theaters, and the Angel Studios one who did it. Anyway, you can get it on. You can see it on Amazon now, and I saw it last night. And this is where the poem I wrote came in. And this is why I wrote. This is inspired by this poem was inspired by the movie. Well, I guess I won't read it then. I'm going to read it, but somebody went off there, so I guess nobody's listening. So oh, somebody is on here. Okay, and for the ones who when I read it, I don't think anybody was on, so I'm going to read the poem again. And this is a work in progress. I'm not through with it yet. I haven't titled it. Okay. It was inspired by that movie. Wake up, people. Take your blinders off and what is going on around the world. We gotta stop the human trafficking. Stop the slavery. But it's worse now than it ever. Save them. Let's get together as a community, as neighbors, as family and friends, and let the perpetrators know we won't let them do this anymore. We had enough of this. We're taking our neighborhoods, our towns, our cities back. Are you with me? Did you see the pain, the hurt, the loneliness, the confusion on their faces? They're scared, and they have every right to be. Let's make this world safe for the children. They are our future. We gotta put God back in our country, in this world. Prayer is powerful. Oh, nobody listening now. Okay, get down on your knees, ask forgiveness, and bring these children home to their homes where they belong. God's children are not for sale. Let's stop the bickering among us and get along. Go and watch the movie, Sound of Freedom, and don't tell me it didn't stir up any emotions in you. Don't tell me it didn't make you cry. Don't tell me it didn't make you angry at these perpetrators. I understand not everyone cries, but you go and watch this movie and see if it doesn't make you cry. The end. Well, there's nobody on here now. It don't look like it. If they're not, well, I'm going to close out. There's no use doing any announcements. Um, okay. Because I don't know if anybody, I know, well, I can give the announcements because I know some people watches it afterwards. So I'll go ahead and give the announcements. Okay, let me see. Okay. Because there's no use having potpourri because I don't see anybody on here to call to see if they want to come on. And okay. And Macwinet has a poetry show. Has a poetry show on TuneIn.com. You can use /radio. You can listen to it on your phone or on the internet on the your laptop. It's every Thursday at noon to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's called the Poetry Circle with Macwinet, a poetess. Okay. And okay. Okay. And if you want to buy any greeting cards or whatever, you can go you can get it from me. I have magnets in that. And you can check me out on ko-fi.com Gary with 2 R's, Gary and Noreen. No, wait, yeah, Gary and Noreen. Okay. And okay, and you can check out our if you want to go if you want to how to say it now. Well, go to Gary and Noreen Snyder .wix.com /poetry. And if you want to submit to if you want oh my mind went blank. I guess I'm getting tired. But if you want sign up for the newsletter in our website, go ahead and sign up for it, and then you will get a then you can get a free ebook, The Hour of Truth. You can download it. Okay, I got that all set up. Okay, and okay, and Honey Parker has a show every Sunday and Wednesday night from 11 p.m. to midnight Eastern Standard Time called Poetic Expressions on Outworld Fleet radio station. And she also is a life coach. And if you need a life coach, go ahead and get in touch with her, and she'll make arrangements. The price, okay. And Craig Kirkland has a show every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on his YouTube channel, Great Amazia. And his show is called the TDP Show with Amazia the Great. And he interviews a lot of guests. And he has an awesome show. And check out his poetry on there and everything else. Okay. And Gina Storm. Okay, let me get a drink. Okay. Gina Storm, Brother O, Enigmatic, and Nina Purple has a show on Monday night called Voices Behind the Pen every Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on TalkShoe.com /show/poet-radio-station. And Gina has something going on every night of the week as a poetry shows. And I think she had one tonight at 9 o'clock. I'm not sure. But it's every other Saturday. So I think it was tonight on Blog Talk Radio. Okay. And she also had something going on Clubhouse too. Okay. And Nyla Lichia has a poetry show every Thursday night from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Blog Talk Radio called Speakeasy Cafe. And if you want to call in and read your poem, you can. And if you want to donate, she has a GoFundMe page because she can't afford it. But if you want to donate to the Speakeasy Cafe, it's been going on for 17 years. So if you can't donate, that's understandable. But share her GoFundMe page, let people know. Maybe and we don't want to stop. It's 17 years she's been out there, and we sure don't want to see her have to shut it down. That's a long time for a poetry show. So I comprehend her. I mean, I have a lot of respect for her, and and Gary and I always loved that show, and we don't want to see it end. Okay. And does anyone want to come on the show and read? Okay. If no one wants to come on here, then I'm going to close it out. Okay, let me see. Okay. Okay. And okay. Let me see. I'll give you a few more minutes, see if anybody wants to come on. Okay. Okay. Does anybody like to come on here and read their poetry? Or if you have any announcements, or you want to talk about you got any books out, or you have any projects or anything, okay, and or have anything to say, or you want to come on here and talk, you are most very welcome. Come on here. Okay. And let me put out the link on here. Okay. Or you can come on in case anybody wants to come on. Okay. I have it on the okay, I put it on my official page. I got it up there in case anybody wants to come on there. Okay. Now I'll put it on the poetry club too. Okay. Okay. Um, um, okay. 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 I also put it on uh the poetry club too. Okay. Okay. And I don't know if anybody's on YouTube. Oh, I thought of something now. Today, earlier today, I have some news too to tell you all. Well, I'm thinking about doing the called the rocking chair poetry, where I want to do a project called that too, where I have my rocking chair now. I got it for a Christmas present for my sister, Kim. So I'm going to sit out there on my rocking chair, and and write poetry. And then and then I also want to even read poetry on my rocking chair and have it on YouTube. And I'll even do Gary's poetry too. So one poem at a time. I'll put it called the rocking chair series. Okay, I thought that'd be neat. That's another project I want to do too. Okay, and stay tuned. I have other projects coming up, so stay tuned for that. Okay, I guess nobody wants to come on, so I will close the show. And I hope you'll have a thank you all for coming and for coming here. And I don't think anybody else is on. So thank you all for coming here and coming and being here tonight. It is an honor to have each and every one of you all, and you all have a, a great have a great day, great night, and a great weekend and a great week. And thank you all for listening and for stopping by. Remember, you're never too old or too young to live your dreams. And remember, I love you all. I love you all, and God loves you too. And have a great night. And don't forget. I was going to say something too. You have been listening to Noreen on the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. Thank you all. Have a good night.